welcome back to Chance Speed Shop. So in today's video, we're going to be heading to the junkyard. We're going to get some parts for the 305. Specifically, what we're going to be looking for is, I'm already blanking on it. Maybe a starter, alternator, some pulleys, distributor. We're going to check out some carburetors, maybe intake manifolds. I don't think so because this is kind of a newer small block, but they have a Chevy Caprice and 2 Camaros there, so they're in the right year range to have a 305 or 350. Doesn't really matter if it's going to be a hydraulic roller engine, because specifically we're going to be looking for those parts that will be universal fit basically for all the small blocks. And actually, I think we're missing one push rod, so we're going to take a push rod, and I don't want to grab the box, but here's the rocker, and here's this little spacer that goes down, and then the nut goes on top. We're missing one spacer, so we're missing one push rod and one spacer, so we're going to try to check those out too. So enough fooling around, let's load the bag up, and we're actually gonna take the Buick today because the wife didn't fill it up with gas. I don't know why do they do that? I don't understand. Yeah, I just filled up the truck yesterday. That makes me want to throw up. Either way, it's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a fun day. Gonna get the parts, hopefully find something good. And we'll probably tear into the engine, clean some shit up, get some assembly lube, just honestly reassemble the top side, just clean it up, because once we get the top side, it should be good to go. I'll probably cover it in case we get intake, but we'll see. All right, let's get there. I don't know if y'all can see it well, but this is the yard. It goes all the way down there. Yeah, this place is fucking huge. 97 Camaro is a bust. It was a V6. But yeah, it goes like all the way down the bottom of the hill. Shitty thing about Kentucky, very hilly, but I love it. It's a very beautiful landscape, but when it comes to the junkyard, it's all on one big hill. It's not flat. Yeah. There's a lot of vehicles here, and we were looking for row 110. We're in a slight predicament. My row's missing. I don't want to say it's missing, it's actually just gone. Because I can see where the rows of the cars are online, but when he double checked and looked it up, 2 of the cars were missing, and the only thing that was available was the 97 Camaro, and that's a V6. So that's gonna be an issue. But if they're not available, we'll just head out of here, get a cold drink. Well, let me go on the website and see if I can find something else. I think we found the one. Looks just like mine. See if there's anything salvageable. All right, y'all, we're back in the car. Selections weren't that great. There was only that one available. The only thing we got was a pulley, push rod, and where the rocker is, the rocker, bolt, and then the spacer inside the rocker. I got one of those, and I was missing a valve cover bolt, so I got that. So it's almost 12 now. Kept trying to look around for anything better, but it just wasn't. So we're gonna head back to the shop now and just do what we can. Hey y'all, if you look in the back real quick, got an engine stand for the 305. And guess how much I got it for?
Oh, free!
Oh, free! It's a beautiful day out today. As y'all can see, I got the microphone on. It kind of sounds weird on the camera. I don't know if I'll still use it or if I get like a better quality one, but now I don't have to like yell at the phone. So here's the engine stand. Very, very excited to use it. I'm definitely gonna have to get some pretty long bolts for it. As you can see, it's pretty long, and I need to figure out the bolt size for these. So I haven't figured that out yet, but I will. So I'm gonna show y'all what I got at the junkyard. All right, so here's everything I got at the junkyard. So I got this pulley. She's pretty crusty, but I think nothing little. I might sandblast it. I don't know. I might just see how it works. See how if it literally pulls up everything, and I'll just repaint it. And right here is the new push rod. It's kind of old, burnt, but it'll work for what I'm doing. Everything's on a budget, and the 3 bolts for the pulley, valve cover bolt, and this little spacer that was missing, because here's the rocker, and this spacer goes in here, flat side up, and then obviously it goes through here, but then bolted down with the nut. So I actually I'll put that in there so I don't lose it. I'm also going to do a little unboxing for y'all. So when I got this 305, it came with the timing cover and the chain actually, and obviously got a plane coming, and obviously the little wheel that goes on the chain, or the fuck the standard name is called, I don't care. But obviously the gasket's crusty, and the cover itself is pretty crusty. So let me show y'all real quick. I could reuse it if I want, but I mean, yeah, look at that. I have the chain in here in the pulley, so I don't want it to fall. But this thing's crusty. It's just not ideal. The seal is probably bad, and it came with no hardware. So you can get the whole kit. You get the front main seal, the water pump gaskets, the hardware, the actual timing cover gasket. I can't remember if I already said that. Just trying to remember what all comes with it. And where I put it, the timing, I call it the tool, but right here, that should go on the cover so that when we put the timing chain back on this, it'll be timed correctly, because we will be able to be top dead center. So here's this, and then obviously you get your hardware, front main seal, and here is the cover itself. This was just black. You can get this whole kit on Amazon for $22.99. With tax, it's $24 out the door. Fucking phenomenal. And it's got a 4.5 rating. You can get this exact one on Jegs for $28.99, and it comes in like burnt orange. I forgot what type of orange it's called, but I know it's really popular on the small blocks, because a lot of small blocks get painted that way. But with tax, it was close to $50. I think it was like 45 out the door, which ain't bad. But also that one had 0 reviews on it. No, nothing at all. Had technically 0 out of 5 stars, because no one reviewed it. Because I guess, I'm not saying that no one bought it, but if I'm going to buy something, I'm kind of wary on shit that doesn't have any stars at all or any type of reviews on it. There you go. You get the gaskets for the water pump, and the cover itself. Nice and pretty. I will say for this, I can't tell where this goes on here, because grab the old one. If you look on here, it has the alignment tool right on top of there, and that was built into it. But obviously, looks like this one gets bolted onto the cover, I believe. Yeah. So this gets bolted onto the cover, but this doesn't seem right, because these holes line up, but that would be sideways. So I'm going to have to fiddle with that and figure out how this is going to work. But again, it's $22.99, and the whole point of the series is being able to build a street rod on a budget. So I'll put a link to this if y'all are interested. I figured out where this goes, because I actually used my brain. So it'll go here. I know the engine's kind of crooked right now, but we'll go here, because these 2 holes line up. And if y'all can see, it lines straight down, right down there. So when we retime this, be perfect and top dead center. So put that back down. So obviously this is where the timing cover goes. Here's the thing. Here's the issue. I want to put it on, but I also want to get a new crankshaft, because, like I said, this makes about 2 to 230 horsepower, maybe even less. I really don't know. These 80s V8s really didn't make a lot. I know the Camaros definitely made that much, but the Monte Carlos, I don't know if they made that much. But also, it's going into this truck, which had a 4-cylinder, so it'd be a huge improvement. And like I said, we're trying to do this on a budget and make it realistic because the new crankshaft is like $300 something dollars. So I'll see if Amazon has one for cheap. But if y'all don't know how the crankshaft works, see it's spinning, and then now see the lifter spinning. It's pretty cool, huh? So if y'all aren't familiar on how these lifters work, because this is a hydraulic roller 305. So, which means if you take one of these lifters out, what you can see is on the bottom right here, it spins. And a lot of people actually upgrade to that. And that my buddy Mike, whom I bought this off of, said that it's more reliable, more popular, more efficient. So I'm happy about it because it's a newer 305, and I know the older 305s will have that. So before I attempt to take the crankshaft out to see the condition it's in, I'm going to take all the lifters out, obviously. So let's get to that. So there's a total of 16 lifters, and they look okay. They just look pretty gunked up. So when I take them out, I'm going to clean all these to the bare bone. But obviously, like I said, before I put any of this back together, it's all going to get assembly lube. Better yet, put some oil in there before I even put the new intake back on. And I have a pretty cheap one for that I will put in the description when I get it. We're going to do this one step at a time. So I feel like if I pull the crank out first, the lifters will just fall in, and I don't want that. So let's just take these out. I don't know if these are in any particular order. I hope they're not. They probably will be. So I'm laying them down side by side, exactly how I pulled them out. And when they go back in, they'll go back in the same holes that they came out of. Now, it's probably a good recommendation. Jeez. It's probably a good recommendation to get new ones because this, as far as I'm aware, has over 100,000 miles. I know it doesn't have 200, but they're most definite about that it has 100,000 miles. So I'm just taking these out nice and slow like. What's good is that they're full of oil right now. Ooh, reflexes. That's a good sign. She wasn't dry as a bone. And honestly, the rollers on the bottom, they look really healthy. Now, besides buying the engine, I don't know what was done to it. I don't know what was new. If there's anything in stock, I really don't know. So I'm just here. I know y'all can probably hear me huffing and puffing. I'm a heavy breather. I'm a mouth breather. So I don't even know if I'll even actually continue with the microphone because all the videos, all you're going to hear is just because whenever I watch back these videos, I hear myself breathing. I feel so bad that y'all have to deal with that. My wife already has to deal with that. Oh, yep, she's falling out. Don't want the viewers to have to deal with that too. Just trying to be considerate of y'all. I know I'm a nice guy. I try to be. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if it matters what comes out, and if it has to be in a particular order. I don't believe they do, but I saw some stuff saying that they do. I don't know, guys. I'm just kind of here, and if I start this and it runs, and then it runs. If it doesn't, oh well. I'll make for good content. We'll just keep going. Don't want to give up. Okay, so should just pull right out. And actually, y'all, it doesn't look too bad. going to try to be careful. Oh. Because I've never dealt with these before. There we go. Hope we got enough room. Damn, this is a long son bitch. Oh, damn. I don't even know if I have enough room. Yeah, I don't even know if I have enough room, to be honest, to pull this out. Complete understatement on how long this bitch actually is. Y'all can see. I'm going to try to look at the camera. Yeah, she's a long bitch. Try to get these box and bolts out of the way. There we go. So I'm going to lose those as a hardware for the rockers. Okay. Oof. Okay. There we go. Let's pull the toolbox out from that wall a little bit. So here's the crankshaft. Beautiful. Doesn't look too bad. I don't lie, I don't know what a bad one looks like, but I'll tell y'all what, this is all lubed up. Doesn't look burnt. The guess what are they called? The splines look pretty good. Yeah, overall it looks in a very nice and healthy condition. Oops, probably shouldn't have done that. There. Have it laying down there. So now I can take a peek inside of there and see how everything looks.